Still here. Guess I've been home since Wednesday was my last appointment. I don't have another one until next Monday. Go drain more blood on that day, and then a week from Thursday, got shoulder surgery. So get rid of that click in there, maybe. Hey, Jason or Sasha, whichever it is, I don't know which one. Um, yeah, I got this titled "The Smoke and Mirrors" because the beginning of the poem's the opposite of the end of the poem. Like you put the treasure in the beginning of the poem. At the end of the poem, you take the treasure out. Oh, okay. You mean log? Yeah. Okay, I listen. You see, I'm able to know that that Facebook changed your word and figure it out. A lot of people they read it and can't figure it. Oh, I don't understand that word. Think typo. Think what letter is next to that letter on the keyboard. Think, you, you know, what word would fit? Replace. They obviously replaced log with look, and so I know she watches your Facebook, your posts, but hey, Huli, Steve, and what's his name? Joey Perro said some nice stuff about. I was wondering, is he ever gonna? Oh, he saved the best for last, you know. I'm talking about Forrest Fenn and the smoke and mirrors. The beginning of the poem is put in. At the end of the poem, it's take out. um, Things like that. So he put it in somewhere before he started, and it's my trove for all to seek. You're looking his trove of memoirs that are on the canyon walls. Uh, that's it's obvious to me because I've seen them. I know where I'm at, and I know that I'm down to the supposedly from what I could read, from what I can sense, is the last portion of the poem, the last figure, the last blaze. They're the last page of the book, and he's talking about his father lighting candles all over the place. Some of them at both ends. That means some, not a couple of them, but there are some that there's a blaze at either end of the candle. A thing on that candle is a blaze. His father has been lighting them all, looking for his stories, and then it just leads into, I wish I could have done the things that I was attributed to. So, is he telling you that did he actually hide it, or as Troy Barlow has brought up, Troy Barlow started the proxy thing. These drawings, the trove of his memoirs, painted or sculpted or whatever, onto the canyon walls, that's his trove for all to seek. Go find my stories. It's already been written all over the canyon walls before he even got there. But I think he, I don't know, him or some other Vietnam vet turned that one rock into a pile of airplanes. So, because he's not the only pilot. And then there's the helicopter on the, and it's like all the stories are right here in nature. And that I'm going to show you some of these is I take the art, I take the picture of the rocks, and I use artificial. I take my picture of the rock, and I tell the artificial intelligence, paint what you see, and the computer sees it. This computer sees what I see. Same thing. It knows how to recognize figures, and so look at that. What scenes can you pick out of there? You see that group of people there. There's some funny faces. I just made this one. And I can show you the rock it came from. But you can see this big head here, too. And then there's little figures in there. And there's a face in here. And see, there's these people across here. There's somebody looking down right here. Look quickly down. See, there's heads. There's figures in here. See, the AI helps paint what is there. There's little figures in there. There's these. See these people all across here? There's their heads. Head. Still people. There's a guy there with his arms out. And see, there's another one like that in this rock. There's a couple people. Okay. But I'll show you. Where that came from. As soon as my computer wakes up, oh, it's getting it off my backup drive, so it takes a little while. Is that it? Is that it? Nope. Where is it? That's not it. Is that it? Where's the one with that on it? But you see, I'll just show you one of these others. This is raw. All I did was increase saturation, increase shadows, lighten up the dark spots. See, that's a human head. There's people all over in here. Look at these people up here. We'll go zoom in up there because that's really cool. Oh, come on. See, there's like the Grim Reaper in there. There's that face there is pretty obvious. This face, there's. This is just a picture of the rocks, and I increased the saturation and stuff. This group of characters here. This guy's got his arm up. See, there's three people going, or more going across there. Yeah, there's somebody in the background there. See this head in there? It's all there. I mean, this is ancient. This is his head here, this guy. Here's, oh, these are the figures. So this is that other picture has this stuff in it. But you see, there's a group of three people here. See, this guy's eye socket's real easy to see and stuff, and his head. There's another head there, and another person there. And there's somebody here looking down on him. I'm going to go to this one here. This is the art one, because this is cool as shit. But you see this textured yellow thing, that's an elephant head. Front of that's his eye right there, is right under there, and that's an elephant head coming, trunk coming down, and look at all the stuff going on in there. It's organized. It's not just rocks. Come on, I was trying to shrink. Compute. What? I don't know why my 64-bit computer is that slow at zooming in and stuff. But this is a big hill, just freaky looking. And what's in here? See this guy down here? He's a blaze himself. Kind of see, there's a face on it right there. It's on the face, okay? There's another head up there. There's people in there. Here's forehead and a nose, or that's a whole body. That's a knee, legs, and head. There's the head. That's a, yeah, see, this is like the head, the dress or whatever, and the knees bent on. There's a guy right here behind her. There's a guy over here. This head here looking up. See, this is a head looking up. Got a couple eye sockets. And there's some weeds in front of her or something. Go to this other. This is a different style it used. I haven't finished smoothing out from enlarging it. And what's cool on this one, you see, this is the head, and this is body. Here's his legs down here, standing up with other figures around him. The eye right there. Wow. And there's the other eye, right? Or is it? Or is it two different figures? But that's an eye. And then there was somebody laying down on top up here. See that smiley there? No, I'll just use the phone. See, there's somebody laying down. There's stuff all over these rocks. Another one. Oh, this one's cool because of over here. Here's his head, and here's his arm. See, he's bent over. I think this is an elephant underneath him, and he's hugging his elephant. You know, they had little elephants and big elephants, just like we do now. You know, elephants don't come out full grown. And there's this group of people over here, three of them with their arms stretched back, kind of one person in front of the other. There's a guy sitting in here. This is face in here, smiling with a nose and an eye. It's got hair. Oh, my thing did stop scrolling, so I hadn't seen the comments. I don't know why it keeps doing that to me. It's because of the stupid Edge phone. I don't need edges on my phone that are active. You know what I mean? Shit, man. How you gotta hold the damn phone? Double. Thrill the chase. Yeah, double blaze. I mean, there's lots of blazes. He said there's 10 billion blazes. You and the AI have a nice bond. Yeah, I do. Forrest wanted to show how smart he was. Your photos are guidance in the AI. Yeah, they didn't know that the AI would be used to read rocks to make my old archaeology come out like new. Davio's on the wrong area, thinks I'm wrong. You know, these people that think I'm wrong are just they're wrong. Is what their problem is. I'm not wrong. So here's the whole picture. But you can see just people all across there. And even on this rock here, there's a, if it'll zoom in. Why is my computer being so slow I bet I know why. I'm gonna disconnect. There. Okay. I just told the internet goodbye on the computer. So now it should be a little faster. See, there's a face on here. What else can we get? Oh, I'll open up another raw image. Open. Oh, jeez. Well, I had this set. I added the by date modified is how I want them. So that I see the ones I've worked on first. Date modified. There. See this one. You see, here's the head. Oh gosh. Now it's going too fast. There's the head. This is somebody sitting there. See, and here's her buns. I presume it's a woman because her butt's down here. See, and here's her shoulder and her arm curled up here. And there's somebody else right up here. Solve must be fashionable to an actual solve. I've gone all the way through the poem. His poem leads to this stuff. People that don't realize that, go jump in a freaking lake, man. Go jump in a lake. They said within 12 feet wouldn't miss. This stuff, yeah, you see it from hundreds of feet away. Places, Becky Tempe is well preserved and covering. Yeah, it's hard to think of people who created Mountain Wall and all that way more weathered. Yeah, it is. It's extremely weathered. And Steve, you're deleting stuff before I can see it. So, so yeah, you see the head here, and she's looking over the back of her shoulder, and there's people down here too. See, there's a face there, a head there, and a head there. Okay, let's open another one. I'm gonna go down and get one. The one with the, well, this one's cool. Yeah, see, there's a head there, the head there. There's somebody here, and here's their arm and their hand right here has moss on it or lichens. And this is just a raw picture that adjusts the shadows and the saturation like you would with your TV. Some people never knew there was a TV where you adjust red, green, and yellow, or red, green, and blue on the, or red, blue, and yellow on the back of the TV, you know. But see, there's somebody up there in the corner. A couple people up there in the corner. See here? There's the head there, and there's one here. And there's another here, and there's another little one there. You know, it's amazing stuff. Here's what we do. History. There. Anybody from the internet that was attached to my computer is not attached to my computer anymore. God. I'm trying to use my computer And these freaking spies or whatever, hackers. This one's kind of interesting. I haven't completely figured it out yet. Starting to show up. There we go. You see, there's a guy hiding. Where's my mouse? There he is. This guy hiding in the bush. And there's obviously a head there, and he's holding somebody. There's somebody here. This guy looking at him. See a profile face there. She got eyelashes. There's a guy in the rock here. These are raw pictures that I play with the saturation and shadows and things. I increase the shadows and then you can see this stuff. And here's a couple standing here. You see it's a man holding a woman. Open another one. Jack's outside barking at something. He's injured himself on something. And cut his one pad on his foot, and so I've got it patched up. You see these people sitting here in the middle? See, boom. There's a head. Here's his legs coming down, and the legs, and it's just a group of people all sitting there on each other. And there's somebody's head here laying across in their lap. Now, sometimes they're holding people, sometimes they're holding elephants, mammoths. Like this is a mammoth right here. That's a back end of the mammoth is that. And here's his trunk coming down in the front. And there's this guy over here. We've seen him in the other picture. What's this little guy? Looks like a little, I see a pair of legs in there. You see what's going on there? This guy's looking in there. Oh, I think this guy's looking at the back end of some woman. Okay. That's how these cave people were. No different than people are today. That's funny. Here's the one I showed you. This one was turned into the art. It's coming up. You see, there's the guy here with his face down and his arm coming over, wrapped around this mammoth that's under him. And you see these green lichens and stuff. If they were cleaned off, you'd see more. But sometimes the lichens only like certain colors or something. I don't know. Because they'll follow the patterns that are on the rocks. See, look at these. See all these people standing in here? Boom, boom, boom. And he's got his arms stretched back. And there's somebody over on this other side. See, here's light and dark. This is the mirror image. The mirror of the opposite of light is dark. So here's the dark figures over here. And look at them. See? Yeah, see a face up there laying sideways, looking down right here. Boom, that's a face up there. That's a pretty accurate face. You see the lips, the nose, the eye sockets. There's something dark here, but there's another face. These figures back here. This isn't where this is another area. After I found the stuff that the poem led to, this is near another area I go camping. And I'm looking for a cave there that's supposed to have gold bars in it. Now, see what that one is. This one might not be so. But you see the face up in here. There's another person behind him. See, it's usually man and woman. There's a guy almost in a suit here. This is a face here and her back and her butt. You know, they like to carve women with their butts out to the open air. And here's that elephant, a mammoth. And there's an Indian up here. Could you imagine invaders or something coming in when this stuff was they think, oh man, you know, you could hide anywhere because there's already your army is painted on the rocks. These lichens need to be cleaned off, but you can see around them. Okay, let's close some. Oh, computer, you're not supposed to be so slow. Okay, I open some more. Yeah, Forrest Fenn is Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors. We've seen that one. This one's interesting. Yeah, I'm still in pain from the dentist on last Tuesday. I had an abscess tooth they pulled, and you see, there's some people laying down on top. You see this one here? See these? See, there's people in here. There's their heads. There's small figures and big figures, and some figures are the whole height of the. Yeah, a lot of snow. Yeah, it's there's still snow in the forecast coming up. I think. Oh no, I closed that. Yeah, I did. I cleared my cookies so that I can use my computer. Cleared everything out of there. You see here, PTT. Oh, yeah, I got them. They're not in order. I thought I had them next to the. Look at this big face here. This is just looking at my file directory, you know. Look at all the figures in there. This one looking down on the top. I like this. See, there's people on there, but that's a bigger wall, actually. It's I think it's the same as this one here. Dang, can't put the mouse over it. And these are the pictures where I've only adjusted the saturation. You see a big head in that one. Yeah, you ain't found nothing. I've already taken all the bananas. I'm not afraid anybody says they found it. Yeah, bullshit. Nobody's going to find it. Nobody's going to stumble upon that treasure chest. These are all the same area, too. And I got to go check, see if that's a hole at the bottom or what. You see all the shit in there? Yeah, see, this is just a big head, this thing. It's a big head and nose, but it's other stuff in it. Like somebody's nose will be another person. See his face in here and another smaller head here. That's a neat one. We'll open it. You see the come on, computer. Yeah. That's why Rockwell, and he has a picture in Once Upon a While. There's the picture where he says things I covet in that chapter, and there's the painting of the two lovers on the easel on the paint palette, and anyhow, those are two figures that are real close to where Warm Water is Halt. It's over at that end. But you see, look, this is somebody's like stomach. These are the legs. This is the crotch right there. And then there's somebody's head inside there. So where's the rest of this person that the body's there, you know? It's freaky stuff. And 90% of it you don't see when you're right there. You see it when you get home and look at the pictures. Some of the stuff you see when you're there, and that makes really good pictures. See this guy standing here with his arms out, and here's his legs and his knees. You know, that guy's cool. And this is his elephant here. That's the trunk of that's his mammoth. That's the trunk of the mammoth coming down. Look, there's somebody's head. There's usually on top of the mammoth head, there's usually a person's head. A person riding it. I guess they laid down on top of them maybe and held on to their ears. I don't know. But look, this big guy here. And what's he? See, there's some carving on top of him. Another person carved right on top of him there. Okay. Save it. Yeah. So some of these I resize them, smooth them out. Let's open up a couple of them. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Okay. See, that's a weird one there. This one. Because you see there's a woman right here in the middle. There's somebody on her back or something. I think this is an elephant in the trunk coming around. Oop, I slipped. And we already just looked at that one. There's where I camped. That's where I was when I took these pictures. Nice, huh? See his big cube rock with art on it. And we'll open that one. And this one. And this one. And oh, that's good. We'll open those. Oh. Well, we'll get back to them in a minute. Was it Jason? Everybody. Hey, Jason, what's up? What was I just? Oh, yeah. I was looking at some pictures. I just a picture you took of me with Jack over by the restaurant. You can find this. You can find this stuff in town, and people driving through town don't even know it's there. You know, they don't even know that this is ancient Atlantis. I Thoth describes this. The Moses thing is Thoth. It's not really Moses. Oh man, they popped a the dentist. So I'm going to pop this filling out on the next tooth while I pull this one. I was like, yeah, now I'm feeling the tooth they pulled don't hurt. The one they popped the filling out hurts. You know, give me another abscess. Ah, yeah, I want to get the snap in. Just get me some snap ins. Oh, tired of teeth. All the pain they cause. Ah. I had the teeth under the pain under control before I went to the dentist. Oh, because you can get this stuff on eBay. If you can't afford to go to the dentist, you got a hole you got to fill. You can get some diamond files and stuff to clean it up, and then you can use this stuff. Can you got on eBay for like $15, and there's a powder and a liquid. You put 1 scoop of powder and 2 drops of liquid, mix it together in 10 seconds, and put it on your, fill that hole, smooth it off, and you save whatever you would have spent at the dentist. Except me, and I've got a, because I'm an old man. Because I'm an old man, I had special programs and stuff, so I pay like, it's like, had that tooth pulled out, they spent an hour on it. Hurts. Not, it doesn't. The one next to it does. But it was $10. Except it was, probably $30 for gas to get there and back and all that. And I would have, so use that for temporary filling till you can get to the dentist at least, and you can stop tooth pain and all kinds of stuff. I've been fighting them for a few years with that. Wow, that picture is just my Forrest Fenn, the smoke and mirrors. I'm trying to talk about. My tooth is taking all my attention. Well, there's something in the beginning of the book match the end of the book. Something at the beginning of the poem match the end of the poem. At the beginning of the poem is as. The last stanza starts with so. As above and so below. He's telling you light and dark and yin and yang. You got to have yin and yang. If you ain't got yin and yang in your solution. I cough and I got something burning in my burning in my sinuses, in the back sinuses. It's like yeah, just watch Alice Cooper's Only Women Bleed. No, not true. I go, they drain a half a liter a week, a half a liter every 2 weeks. So a liter a month I bleed. And I feel a lot better since they've been doing that. People go, oh, you got, because I just found, they just told me, oh, you got cancer. But the thing is, I've had it for 20 years. I've had this, it's in the bone marrow. It's inside my bones. It's not contagious at all. And they just, I always felt better after, I used to donate blood and stuff, and I'd feel better after that. Oh, bang. Yeah. Oh, I got that magic arrowhead. This thing. Forrest would like to play with this, but I'm afraid to show it to him because I think he'd put it in his pocket. This is nice. And they haven't fluted arrowheads since the Paleo period. And this thing's got, you can see the coloration on this edge it's like this was sticking out of the dirt and in the sun. And so this is a lighter color up here than the rest of it. That's how you can tell that it's an actual one and not a new reproduction, because this thing, it shows that most of it was underground and part of it was sticking out, like that much was sticking out of the dirt. They pulled it out. Starting bid. Gold medallion. What gold medallion? The coin and all that. People that pay that much for this guy's, it's like getting money from the bank. When you borrow money from the bank, they print that money and give it to you, and then you have to go work and pay them back for money that they just ran off a printer. Priceless if you plan on keeping it. Yeah, this is nice arrowhead, and I keep it in that bag. And I got this big ass point here. I'm gonna put that on a stick, big spear out of it. I have another one here somewhere like that. Or maybe it's right here. Yeah, right here. And where is that other big old spear? This one. Yeah, this one's cool because it has stuff on it. I like this. The arrowheads with this with color and things on it they're the best. It's I got, where is it? This other one here. Forrest says this one's really old on my necklace thing. And I had a little boo-boo with it, and it fell off the hat, and the tip broke off. But I found the tip, and I glued it back on. But so I'll probably put that one in a belt buckle, because when I put it in a belt buckle, it'll be in there like stained glass, with a copper rim around it and soldered. But this one will go right through you. Yeah, the metal detector at the airport ain't gonna stop this. That's why the metal detector at the airport's senseless too, because you can, they give you the soda can for on the airplane. You know how easy it is to tear a soda can open and rip it around, and you got a sharp edge. You can make a box knife out of a soda can. So it's really stupid, Well, what they need to do is use plastic bottles on the airplane instead of the cans. Those cans can be turned into weapons. And they had that plane crash in Ethiopia. There was a bunch of UN people and there was a bunch of ambassadors and shit, man. It was a bunch of UN climate change. They were going to a climate change thing. And there was like 13 UN people with UN passports or something like that. You know, it was all people involved in politics. I'll show you some more rocks. How's that? I don't want to talk politics. I'll be glad when it gets all straightened out. I'll be glad when they arrest that judge here in Osa that they can't tell, doesn't know red light law, you know? He's a piece of shit. Weasel, wazzle. Okay. I'll move my mount finger so my thumb's not in the way. There's a couple people standing here. There's somebody up in here. You see, he's got his spear. Come on, computer. Oh, my God. This thing used to be so responsive. In Microsoft or somebody, you know, some update. See, there's a guy standing in here with his spear and his woman or something in the other hand. His face is down there. So we'll get another one. I'm tired. It's the same thing, really, but further back. You can see the stuff that's back here. But this one, where is it? Right here. This one's cool. Up here. See that big mouth and eyes, and there's people down here, and the reason I turn up the saturation too is you can see these paintings. See, this is faded paint, and you turn the saturation up, and it brings the faded colors out. If I used the archaeologist, the anthropology professor, he says to turn the saturation down to see the shapes in the rocks, but then you won't see the art. You won't see the art that they painted on there. See, this is somebody painted on there. Oh, look, that's an elephant. See? There's the trunk curling right here. There's somebody in his head, coming out of his head there. Okay, we'll go to another one. Boom. Am I still on the... How come we got so many of the same one? Oh, that just went back. Okay. This one, I'm not sure. There's a couple faces up here. And there's this guy here. Look at him. Seeing his arm. And there's somebody here. Look at the shoulders and the head looking down. It's abstract art, you know. It's like, what's this? There's another guy back here. I'm seeing more in there than I did before. Face in there. Oh. Now that's really, oh, I can see this guy down here with the white eyes. Wow. And this is a big head here, obviously. There's figures in here. See, he's painted on there. Well, this rock, how many colors in this one rock? How many colors is that? And you'll find archaeology. Oh, that's natural. Natural, my fucking ass. You know? And if you watch the movie For Whom the Bell Tolls with Gary Cooper, watch that. You'll see there's a lot of them rocks in the movie. A lot. It's just like my area, except it's in Spain. Where'd it go? There it goes. Yeah, crowd of people. Well, we already took a look at this, didn't we? Leaching salsa. Water. Rock is amazing. Yep, neat stuff. Oh, computer. When it gets too slow, I'm gonna have to redo the whole computer again. And it's like trying to put software back on there that's 12 years old enough, you know. Hang in the butt. Where'd it go? I had some of that old software laying here. I have the Adobe Master Collection from 2010, the CS4. And I still use it occasionally. But I've been using the Corel Video Studio. But what I've noticed with them, it seems when they have a new version that's out, they sabotage the old version, you know? And so you go, man, you know, and you go, okay, now I got to buy the new one because this thing's a piece of shit now. But they do it every freaking, I haven't even had it 4 months and they're sabotaging their software, you know? Then it comes with Corel owns WinZip, I guess. They got a version of Corel WinZip, and it thinks it's managing things. All it's doing is slowing down my computer, making my computer a piece of shit. Same algorithm. Yeah, like constant plan I just hook my hand on something. What else I got hanging here? Besides sprung something there. F100. Crash. I popped that off and everything else came flying off of there. This come flying down. This is what I hang my 360 camera on underneath my drone, except no, it didn't broke there. It broke here. But it still works, but I'd rather have both of them in case the other one breaks and I'm in trouble. And I need to make one with plastic instead of metal because the metal messes with the GPS. But my drone is old now. It's what, 2 years old or so, or 3. But it was like a 2-year-old thing then. You know the design and all was, and so the drones you can get cheap drones now that do just as good as that piece of shit that likes to eat GoPros. That's Murphy's Law. Oh. But I want to take a couple Tylenol. Because I got a headache from the teeth. And my neck and my bloodstream. I mean, Who knows which one is causing the headache? But it's most likely the teeth causing it. Never heard of Cole's. I've heard of coleslaw, but not Code's Law. Cole's Law. and my dad's uncle Barry Cole, he was working on the railroad one day. He died on the service car. You know, the little service car, the little thing they used to go up and down the railroad. Before they had the trucks with wheels and stuff, they had a little service car that was a little rail car thing or truck that they, wasn't a pickup truck. It was train equipment, but kind of like the old pump handle thing, one of them type of thing, except one with a motor on it, more modern, like the 40s or 50s. But the people in the rail yard were sitting there, and he come through the rail yard, dead, hanging over the steering wheel or whatever. There's no steering wheel, right? But he's in there dead, and they had to get another one and go chase him down, chase down the dead guy on the Ghost Rider. It was a Ghost Rider. Oh, that tooth is bothering the shit out of me. I was wondering, which one are they going to keep? They're supposed to keep a few of them on the bottom so that they got something for the partial to hang on to. And it's like, which one are you going to keep? I mean, I don't want that one back there because it's got one of them old lead mercury fillings in it. Oh, vinegar. It's this one right here. See, they took that one out. Right there. That was a good sized tooth. I was surprised at the gap it left. Yeah, I'm gonna get that mercury amalgamate crap out of there. That's it. This out one back there is. So I'm getting when I'm done, I'm hoping they can finish by February. If I'm in the middle of waiting for my dentures and it's February, I don't think I'm going. Not without my elephant mask and a fan to blow air into it, keep it cool in there. Or I need to bandana, look like a bandit. And I take this is Jasper. I've used the Dremel on it, so it's all shiny and stuff. But that'd be a nice one to cut some arrowheads out of. Except what I heard, there's too many fractures. These are fractures, and so you'd have a lot of trouble making an arrowhead. And you gotta have an oven that you can control the temperature and stuff for hours and hours and hours. You got to heat to like 450 and then cool it down slowly over 21 hours. But you got to cook them for like 15 hours at 450 and then slowly. So it takes about a day and a half to heat treat the rocks before you try and flint knap them. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. His stories are mirrored in nature, and so you got to find all them stories. It's I got to figure it out now, but head. Yeah, I'm not good at flint knapping yet, but I've used diamond files and stuff to the one I got on my peace pipe here. I used my diamond file. Oh, fudge, oh. That's this one right here killing me. I got it. And I got, where is it? I had it right here. Maybe it's down there. Maybe it's in here. No, that won't work on it, right? Super glue. There it is. Ah. What's with this orgel that's like thick as? That might help some. I had orgel laying around too long, maybe. Just mix it. 12-year-old scotch. I got some. This is the same bottle of rum I was drinking last month, and that's how much, rarely do a shot. And when I go and log in at the VA, I look and I say, no, they haven't sent my testosterone yet. My primary VA primary care is a piece of shit. I was going there 2 years before they got me to the cancer specialist, the hematologist oncology. I was just trying to figure out why I got immature and 4% and morphed blood cells. Morphed means mutant. And what it is, it makes little it makes a whole bunch of little blood cells that can't carry oxygen. And you got to rinse them, you got to flush them, drain them off. That's the purpose of drinking whiskey. Until I have my testosterone, I don't, I don't care for drinking, because if you ain't got testosterone, if you're a guy and you're wondering how come I can't handle my alcohol anymore, it's because your testosterone went down the toilet. 617 here. I was in IBEW local 617 as an electrician back in 1979, 78, 79, 80. I was a union electrician, working as a union electrician, and I wired up temperature controls for Intel and AMD and National Semiconductor. We built worked on their building. So I'll bet you, when I worked on them Intel buildings and them AMD buildings, IBEW, when I worked on them buildings back down there in Santa Clara, Sunnyvale and stuff, I bet you I was working for David Jennings Brown, the home of Brown. He built most of all that stuff, a lot of it out there. He was a big contractor in Silicon Valley, and so I probably actually worked for Brown, or was a subcontractor of a subcontractor of a subcontractor, So, but if there's a Brown, there's a Brown at the beginning, there's a Brown at the end. There's a put in at the beginning, there's a takeout at the end. I gotta go to the drive-in. Is that his last little treasure bit? Is the little drive-in, the little hamburger joint? No, I stopped there, and when you bring Jack to that ice cream or to that burger shack, they give you a free ice cream cone for him. I don't know why he's out running around. I put a Band-Aid on he cut a pad on his foot it's at the back of his front foot, and it's not what he doesn't stand on it, because when I put the Band-Aid on, it's like up up his wrist, but I put it on there and he thinks he's fixed. No, you're not fixed, dude. He'll be out there. He'll come scratching at the door when that Band-Aid comes off. And I don't know what to do with it, That's why I had this super glue out and the Neosporin. Because what I was going to do, I was just going to, put Neosporin in the cut. And I was going to take a piece of fabric, with Neosporin on and put some super glue on either side of the cut and super glue the fabric over, like a butterfly patch. And when the skin wore out or whatever and the super glue fell off, then it'd be probably healed, was the idea. But I didn't use the super glue. I used I put Neosporin in his cut, and I put the patch of it was some denim from some torn up jeans, and I put that over the top, and then I put electrical tape. He's got electrical tape Band-Aid. I put that on him last night, and he'd been out a couple times. He'd been out last night and this morning, and he still had it on, and it's still covering his wound. It's doing good, and he thinks he's healed, and so he's out there barking at some rabbit in a hole right now. Yeah, this is cool. It's called a dragon. It's a dragon ring. It's silver, but it's the same as my parrot's foot, same as Togo's foot. That's some other thing. I don't know. I can't remember. I watch him. Yeah, all the people. No wonder I'm on it all alone, because all the people that follow Toby and Shelly, and they're feeding them all wrong information. All the clues are in the poem, and I tried telling Sean about that. No, and I like Sean. But Sean, if you put the call on your show, you'll know where the thumb down come from. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, and I can't understand why you like that piece of shit more than the guy that's on the treasure. I like some of these rocks though too. You can. Some of it's like, why carve it? There's already art in the rocks. This is from my property. I get these nice. All these rocks are like they've been in a rock tumbler already, because it's a big mesh. Some big freaking flood or something washed all these rocks here all at once, or something. I think that they used the rocks from here and put them all over to another rock, and they got stucco. There's blocks underneath with stucco covering it, and you see like layers of rock. Rocks don't peel. Those are different layers they've put over it and stuff. And there's these things, these rocks that are like clay. It's like clay, and it's you can see that, was that sculpted? I don't know if these are from ancient pottery or something or what, but I can print on these with a laser printer too. But the broken ones I find are, see, they're like clay. And if you find natural clay when you're like digging a hole, it's a big gob. It ain't thin little. When it's thin like this, then it's from some kind of pottery or something. I don't know. From Fred Flintstone's dashboard. Cenozoic flood. Well, the flood. This is a big valley in between a couple of rocks, and that just reminded me of. I watched a video that's just a few months old or whatever about Atlantis, all the possible places where you think Atlantis might be. It was a rectangular place surrounded by high mountains. See, his Band-Aid came off. He wants in badly. I bet his Band-Aid off. What you doing, Jack? No. See? He's doing fine. He's still got his Band-Aid. He was just thirsty. So, yeah, I patched him up good enough. He's running around and playing, chasing rabbits. Where the Indians got their clay for pots. I don't know if oh, they talk a whole lot about the Pueblo Indians bringing all this sand up to build this. There's a Pueblo over by Chimney Rock, and Chimney Rock is a bunch of elephants up there, and from one angle, it looks like a tower on top of a pyramid. And stop it, Jack. What do you need? He says, my water bowl, there's only a 1/4 inch water in there. I can't get it. You can't get to the water. Oh, yes, there are 2 kivas there. Yeah, those, I got to go up there sometime. But the only pictures I have are pictures I've from the internet that I'm getting Jack water. Whoop. Here you go, Jack. Okay. I'm gonna go outside a bit. Since he come out too. Right behind me. See? What you doing, Jack? See, he's all fixed up. He doesn't even know that he's got a cut on his foot, you know? I got a wind generator going. You see it up there? Whipping around. And weather vane, solar panel on, and just hanging out, enjoying the day. Got Mount Blanca over there, and up there's the sand dunes, and over there's Alamosa, and over there's the treasure. And you see I got door open on my trailer because I've been moving stuff out there today. And then over there's to the east, and that's Fort Blanca and Fort Garland. Blanca's over there, Fort Garland. San Luis is down that way. And down there, that's Taos Mountain down that way. I believe it's kind of hidden. Taos Mountain, I think it's further down from that one. It's cloudy down that way. There you go. Woo. So, go visit the shed. The Forrest Fenn Shrine. You see all this, the wind blows and uncovers different rocks. I got all these colored rocks. Lots of pebbles and rocks, sand. I like these green ones. Well, I guess green on one side. You see? It's green and we'll go into the shed. I gotta put some well, there are hinges on here. There's a hinge there. That one's broken. But I gotta hook it up. I gotta put some other the thrill of the chase. That's the Buffalo Cowboy car. That's the 50 cal to the nose that he talks about. That's the 50 caliber. I fit my finger in there. But if you look on the other side, it was actually like a 38 or something. Yeah. In the middle of yeah. What's that? 1970. With a peace sign 70. That's not me. Somebody else did that before I got here. And I had a roof on here last winter. But I didn't have it on good. I got to put another roof on it. And when I put another roof on it, because of the wind here, I'm going to get a few sacks of concrete and cover the roof with concrete. I'm always picking up rocks. We got where's he? Here he comes. That's what he does all day. Sore foot or not. Right, Jack? You got a rabbit? Oh, he's taking a pee. Marking his spot. So he can find that spot later. Yeah. He's going over to my storage trailer. Ooh, there's one of those red rocks. I like these. I don't know, they're volcanic or what. But, and it's smooth on that side. Got little holes in it. Not bad. The wind ain't. I don't feel any wind, but my wind turbine's going. And I gotta have a party here one day and get people look all this wood off of this stuff and burn it. Because this probably how Jack cut his foot on all this crap the person before me left here. We'll go in my trailer. Ooh, fall on my ass. It is my storage trailer. Keep my bicycle in here. And I just put all this stuff out of the RV today. Yeah. I'm trying to clear stuff out of the RV. And I think Whoopi might want them heads. Yeah. I can't say it. That's funny. But the person that was here before left me this nice level. Well, he didn't leave me that one. He left me this one too. So he must have been a carpenter. So I probably got and I'm pretty sure he was Hispanic, so it might have been Jesus. But I got my bookshelf in here. Me and my dad made that bookshelf. They're just No room for it in the RV. And I'm bringing my books actually out. Most of my books, putting them in there. Yeah. There's Kenneth Roberts, Arundel. It's a old novel. And here's the let's pull this out. We'll read a little of this, maybe. Oh. Heavy upon Poolsman's arm to strike the fifth. The hoof of the horse slipped in the stream of the stream. Deceit. Okay. Some of the words they used back then, right? A foolish love for flowers was what ye browned. Patsy withdrew deck the boar's head. Okay, flowers. Flowers may the hour hath rosemaries and hay. That's the works of Tennyson. Okay. Wow, it's just a bunch of little one-line thingies. He poured, and the pause she crept an inch. He paused, and in the pause she crept an inch. The lightning till those armed steps were gone. How could anybody read? As the Forrest said, hey, I can write shit like that. Yeah, I got a bunch of junk here. There's no paddle up your creek, right? No, because it's in my trailer. This ain't really a trailer. It ain't got no wheels. Yeah, keep my tools here. Heads. The buddy heater don't work at this altitude. My fishing poles. My chain. Oh, what's that? Oh, rusty. That's a hole punch for steel, metal. It's rusty. Need a sandblaster. Oh. And I got some. I was making a thing for sifting the rocks, you know, this metal mesh screen to collect my, and a couple of 6-volt batteries that they weren't. Well, they're the better ones. I traded the other ones in for cores to get my new batteries. This is a cage I made. I think this came with this was here. Yeah, that's for holding the hammer on your belt or whatever. There ain't much in here. Just a shitty old trailer. And I found this here. Do you know any miners? Boom. I think this used to be the bath. No, that's a nasty closet. But I haven't even been in there. I don't know what, you know. I just use this thing to put boxes in. A lot of this shit was here when I got here. There's some zigzag cigarette tobacco can. That's how it comes, huh? You can buy zigzag cigarette tobacco and some thing from a stove. I don't know. It's nasty in there. You know what those are? Blocks of wood. Oh well, go back out. Out in the wilderness outside. I got to put a couple of screws on here because somehow I found a couple dead birds in there, and I figured that's the only way they got in. I got my will return at 4:20. Yeah, I gotta get all this. I want to get. I don't know. This is a radiator for a Chevy truck. Anybody needs a radiator for a Chevy truck? I don't know. I'm gonna take it for scrap. I got a pile of aluminum stuff. Yeah, some steel. So I got to make a run to the scrap yard someday once I get all my metals separated here. I don't know how I'm gonna get. He's got one piston for out of 8. You know, that's a Chevy 7.5 liter. That's a big fucking engine. That's like a 454. That's my engine. Those heads will probably fit my RV, but no, those are older ones. Because mine's a Vortec. I take my glasses off when I walk through here. I had a clear trail through here. I don't walk through the weeds every time. And I was walking over here. See, walk over here. And you see, I took a step and my foot right down into a rabbit hole down there. These mounted it. You step here and crash in through a rabbit hole. Talking about going to rabbit holes. I do that all the time here. And you see, this looks like a piece of glass from a headlight or something, and put it in there with them wires because something like that's probably what Jack runs through here, and he probably ran right across some piece of glass or who knows what. Maybe one of them sheet metal things. Hey, I got a new hole here. Something lives down there. These are my tiki torches. They were on sale. You want tikis? They were like $1 a piece at Walmart at the end of summer. They're on sale. They were clearing them out to make room for Christmas stuff. But it goes and goes and goes, and my guy wires work perfect. I haven't had any problems with that. Even under 50-mile-an-hour winds, it does fine. I may have gotten up to 60 once, but my generator, I haven't messed with it for a while. I could try and mess with that again. I got another generator that's working fine for me. There's somebody trolling around the block. And I got my scarecrow. He's armed. Where is it? He's got his own Glock. There goes whoever. Hey. You see, he's got this nasty cut on his paw, and he's there digging in the dirt. Gosh, animals don't know when hey, I'm injured. I better take it easy. You can't make him stay inside. Look at those clouds over Mount Blanca. They're awesome. Fingers getting a little cool. See, that's why he has a cut on his foot. Oh yeah, it's sunny, but it's like 50 degrees. My fingertips are getting cold. My pants are falling off. Sweats. Yeah, my double blazes. University. Here's some of the original ones. Somebody, oh, you took those you got those off the internet. You got your copyright on those. Okay, I just painted new flames all over them, so the original is gone. Okay, dude? You know? And what kind of asshole goes after? I'm an old guy with cancer. Come on. Old guy with blood cancer. Ordered some blood cancer. I made some special little stickers for my type of blood cancer, where I got the blood cells are just round. Yeah, and I made one where I found a little guy with a. Ooh, I'll get it open. Oh my God. Yeah, his computer is super slow when you have an external drive connected to it, and there's no reason for it. It's 3.0 and all that BS. I need glasses so I can see what I'm doing. Woo! And the sun's coming in here. You can see. Where's the blaze? You know where the blaze is? Okay. Yeah. The Valley won a court case that allows you to live off grid no matter what the county says. Oh, yeah. What, can you send me a link for that, Richard? I'd like to know more about that. They won't loan you for a home if you're off grid. Where is it? Ooh, it's the other file. Yeah, I made these. I'll show you. God, that's slow. I got some stickers coming with that. So, yeah, that's what I got. I got a polycythemia vera. Yeah, and it's like extreme fatigue. That's why I got the guy. It's like the ball and chain, you know. That's the kind of cancer I got. It's not a tumor thing. It can turn into leukemia, but I've had it's been going on for 20 years, and I feel better now that I'm getting treatment for it. Except for my teeth, and that's a dentist treatment. Oh yeah, Togo? That was Togo. He says hello. What a drag. Yeah, it is a drag. I bought some stickers. Put one on my car. You know. Hey, next time a lame cop stops me, oh, you got cancer? Yeah. Oh, well, you have a nice day. You know. I don't need BS from some person that thinks they can rule over me and interrupt my day and shit like that. Mostly, like I got stopped on the way to the dentist by a sheriff. I was going over the mountain, and there was the road was plowed. There was gravel on the road, and and then I come up behind a semi truck with two cars, and there's an SUV. I'm behind, the back end's just all dirty as hell from the snow. Nothing, you can't see anything on it. And when I went to pass them, I was doing 50 in a 65, right? And I'm up alongside, and I see it's a sheriff car, right, or whatever. And I 50 miles an hour. I pass them at 50 miles an hour in a 65 on a straightaway. And then he comes up behind me and pulls me over, and it's like making me stop in this is more dangerous than me going straight in it. There's one thing when you're on ice, keep the wheel straight and keep your foot off the brake. Because you brake, you can go in a spin. That's it. That's how people screw up and crash, or when the snow's real deep. And he comes up to the car, and he's not even in a uniform. Yeah. The guy come up, and he's not even in a uniform. And starts acting like, you're dangerous. You know how many people die here? It's like, dude, I was only doing 50. Yeah, I didn't get a ticket. He gave me a warning, but it was even dumb I shouldn't have even been stopped. I didn't go over the speed limit. It was a place I know that there's a passing lane. It's one of those places that there's two lanes coming up and one down, and there's and you got the dashed line, and you can, if you're you can go over and use that other lane on the other side. And what freaking idiot drivers, they don't realize it says keep right except to pass, right? Okay, an idiot driver come up the hill in that passing lane. Yeah, that's not a 2-lane road coming up the hill. You got a passing lane is all you got. And so if you're not passing, you have no business being in that lane, because there are cars coming down the hill that want to pass and have a right to use that lane. That's why you're supposed to keep right unless you're passing. After you pass, you move back to the right lane. You don't use that left lane for cruising, dumb shits. I had a ticket for that in Missouri back in 1984 or 83 when I was working for Sprint. So I don't have a lot to talk about. I guess I've told about all I could tell about the trail, without giving you a coordinate. Yeah, I want to say, hey, what do you want to be? What he wants in again. I better let him in. He wants in bad. That means he'll come right in when I open the door. When he's barking like that. Just watch Jack. Come on in, Jack. Come on, buddy. Come on. You coming in? You said you wanted in. You don't want in? You want to sit there? And he's still got his Band-Aid on. I did a good job with that. Electrical tape worked good. He's not peeling it off or nothing. And it's holding the cut closed so that it'll heal, you know. So that's the important part. Otherwise, I'd have to get out a needle and thread and sew it. Hopefully, it don't come to that. I think he's doing real good the way I got him set up. What's up, Jack? He looks at his water and it's like, there's a bug swimming in my water. You got to get him out of there. I won't drink it with a bug swimming in there. Nothing like the U.S. Yeah, yeah. People cruise pretty fast. Well, when you go, you do miles per hour. Yeah, up in Canada they do kilometers an hour, and it makes it seem like you're going faster because the number is bigger. What's your problem, Jack? He's looking at his water. You don't know what he's thinking, but you know he's thinking. He's a smart little dog. Aren't you, Jack? What's wrong, Jack? Huh? What's wrong with your water? Huh? What's wrong with your water? What's wrong with it? Oh, yeah? Oh, I don't believe you. There's nothing in there. There's nothing swimming in your water. You're crazy. Okay. So everybody with a dog, your dog going nuts? Look at your tail. What is it? What you got of a tail? You just got a little nub, don't you, Jack? I think he wants food. But he's looking at his water bowl. His food bowl's empty. I gotta go get my mail tomorrow. Everything's in one room here. Except the toilet. It's in another room. Yeah, I gotta get him. Well, his paw's doing just fine. I patch it. I'm proud of my little repair, and to try and get him on his back. I don't know. You gotta scratch his, rub his belly, get him roll over, and then you got his foot in there, and you gotta. Then it's hard to keep him because he wants to roll over and get away from you. Taking over the world. Yeah, I'm not much interested in taking over the world or cities or anything. I like it up there in the mountains. If I had the treasure, I'd get a piece of land real close to where I found it. It's as close as I could. I'd like to have the piece of land, that little place right across the way. Or any of those. There's several lots. There's and I got the overlay map for BLM and Forest Service and all. There, BLM has a map, and it'll show you all the lines for the forest and the BLM. It goes right on top of Google Earth. That thing's great. If not for hunting treasure, it's a great thing for finding a place to camp. But I was going to show you something I noticed in Too Far to Walk. The map is the last page in Too Far to Walk. But he says the treasure is in a highlighted area. These are the highlighted areas. None of these highlighted areas are private property. Notice all of them are, state, federal, or what, Fish and Wildlife, BLM, Forest Service, National Park. It's in one of those. It's not on private property. and I think this has tribal land as one of the shaded areas. So it's not on private property. It's on one of those. But there is private property in some forests. And Forrest said that anybody only deserved 2.086 acres of public land. Yet, and the reason he says that is because David Jennings Brown's had 3,500 acres of public land. There's a big deal, you know. The home of Brown, the guy at Brown, he had more than he deserved. See, that's what we got. He does the first half, I do the second half. What are you doing, Togo? He doesn't know what to think. But the one thing about the this discovery is, if I was able to get an organization together, I need to start a nonprofit organization, which can't be one person. I need more than one person, you know. So I need other directors and administrators and things like that, you know, CFO and all that, because you got to start a nonprofit organization, and that nonprofit organization can get federal land in that area, then like a mining claim, and have a research facility there, and housing for the employees or whatever it needs, you know. It becomes and then you take in donations to have college students study it and excavate and things like that, you know, to get the permits and blah blah blah. So, you know, I'm just a discoverer. I'm not one of them business people that can run one of those organizations. So if you're business minded and can apply for government stuff and government, you know, you can get government grants to support the facility and all that. Somebody that, you know, can do all the paperwork and all the finance stuff, and I'm just the archaeologist or the discoverer. So the sun went down. Sun's gone down. It's not a pretty sunset yet. So are you a kitty cat, Togo? That's not a kitty cat. You saying he's a bird. What property? Some of the most fertile for all of them lettuce in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, so I was watching a thing about the lettuce being hauled out of here. And that show I watched about Atlanta said it was a large rectangular valley surrounded with high mountains. That's exactly what this is. Duh. This is Atlantis. You gonna do a kitty cat? You do a kitty. They want to hear you do a kitty cat. You'll do it when I'm talking. You're a crazy bird, Togo. Usually he'll do that when you're changing clothes, when you're naked. He'll whistle at you like that. You kind of wonder about that bird. And I heard, you hear Togo, he's an African gray. That's how African gray sounds. Oh, noisy parrots. What, Togo? You bark? You gonna bark? You gonna meow? But it was Troy said he had two birds. I said, aha, that explains the parrot squawking, because grays don't. Squawking isn't part of their routine unless they're around other parrots. Yep. Catch you later, Janet. It was later done. The first refrigerated vacuum sealed cars were used in that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't hard to get ice around here. All they'd have to do is fill a pond. I don't know, probably store it in a warehouse after winter. They can make all the ice they want here. The water is like 60 feet down. Yeah, I think R.F. Hecky did a video driving around Minnesota. I thought she was in New England. She don't know where she is. Yeah, and I answered one of her. Well, I commented on one of her things about her. She was showing something. They don't get it. The double blazes. The double blaze. When they say double blazes, they think I'm flipping them off. But double blazes is reality in the treasure hunt. There is more than one. The last page. His father's lighting candles. Some of them at both ends. Those are all blazes. Some of them at both ends. Some of them are just candles, and some of them are lit at both ends. But the treasure hunt is both ends. So there's blazes all over the place, cotton picking blazes. And what am I going to fix for dinner? Fix if there's a steakhouse here at the end of town here, and I used to go there, but the last time I went there, the barmaid was just rude as shit to me, so I don't go there anymore. You know, I brought up, hey, I found ancient ruins up in the mountains, and she just, you're nuts, kind of attitude. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I ain't going to eat here no more. You got to be nice to your customers. If you want people to come into your business, you can't be calling them crazy and putting them down. Oh, but I think I'm going to finish up because I'm about 2 hours, and I got to mix up some of my because I think there's that I didn't get the hole that that filling that came out, and that is, and so I got to put another filling in until I get to the dentist. And they're either going to save that one or pull it. Yeah, the covered wagon, or the wagon wheel, or wagon wheel gap. People have wagon wheel. Oh, fuck, man, I got wagon wheel gap here. So the Silver Thread Highway is ball of string. But the other thing, this is a contest. Whoever gets the most bananas wins. Won't do him any good. But the winner of and you don't know until after he's passed away and his will is read, and then we'll know who the guru was. And I'm pretty certain I nailed it. If that's the thing. Otherwise, I'm still checking these spots. Yeah, you can't, there's a possibility. Truer words have ever been spoken. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? I'm tired. You see my glow in the dark frisbee. It's also used for a tray. I won't show you the inside of the frisbee. Okay. Well, take it easy. I gotta stop this tooth from pounding in my jaw. Oh, my jaw is like, I got the bone problems, and my jaw is like teeth. The dentist said I wouldn't want to hit you in the jaw, because my jaw is hard as teeth. It makes the drill, the dentist drill for bones. It'll go clunk, 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 clunk. I heard the dentist. I told the dentist, I said, you got to use teeth bits on my jaw because it's hard as it's hard as the teeth. And I heard it go clunk, clunk. Yep, there you go. Just hit 420 at my house. 710 here, yeah. Yeah, maybe 420 here real soon. Oh, my tooth, it's killing me. And yeah, he does it good. Not Togo. He does a shave and a haircut too. And he got fed and he's got water. I gotta pick up more dog food and more bird food tomorrow. I get him nuts and things at the grocery store and mix it with just wild bird seed. And the people at the parrot rescue, oh, don't feed them that bird seed. They make them fat. They don't fly and get the exercise, and it makes them they don't live as long. I think he's gonna live longer than me anyhow. He's 20 and I'm 60. He can live to be 60 or 70. And I ain't got 40 years. 40 years I'll be 100 or 101. I got a birthday at the end of this month. Oh. Tooth. Oh, it's sore. And the gums are sore. Oh no, a bunch of chemicals and things, it looks like. All right. Well, I'll take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. Mostly I just bring up a couple little tips and then, the life of the fanatic out here in the high valley. You're hanging out with two animals. Jack decided he's in the driver's seat now. He's laying down. That's his bed. Going through about going back to one of your first places. People don't know the first places I looked were in New Mexico, and the other places I looked up in Chaffee County. Those I've eliminated. That's not where it's here. I'm on the right place. I'm in exactly the right place. It's where his memories are. I mean, it's not far from where Moses is. As he says, success is an omnipotent guru. The person who finds Moses, because the guy that showed him Moses, what he called an omnipotent guru, and then later he said success is an omnipotent guru. And the reason he was an omnipotent guru is because he knows where Moses received the 10 Commandments from the blazing bush that was burned into the rock, blazed into the rock by the hand of God. So, but from there, he took the fire escape, and the place is a couple blocks away. You got to find his hiding place where he went to hide when he wasn't in school. Whatever, a couple down at the cemetery, sitting on a tombstone. Oh, and there was a pillar of rock sticking up like 20 feet tall, just and it's back behind the trees, because when I was up at the cliff and I looked down, I could see that rock down there, but I haven't located it from below so you got to go down and then back up to it, and the exact spot is kind of elusive when you're in a forest and trying to find something on a wall. And I've learned that. I've located some of my side. Okay, I know where that is in relation to that, because you take a picture over the top of the trees of the wall, you see the stuff, but you get down in the trees, you can't see it. So you're trying to find that same exact spot, not 100 feet over or whatever. Oh. Yeah, that tooth killing me. 2 hours. We're done. You have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.